Hi, welcome back. Welcome to the Tag a Day Challenge, Day 7. So we are still in the holiday season. It's actually early on, and I got a message from one of you guys that said, please make some more holiday tags. So that's what I'm focusing on. This is super easy. They're made from kitchen sponges. So if you get some kitchen sponges and cut them, you draw your design on with a Sharpie marker. So, and this is something anybody can do. So these are product packaging tags. I can't even tell you. I think they might have been from a box of Triscuits. Now I just took, as usual, my inexpensive, as you guys can see, really inexpensive paint, craft paint, and did the first layer. And I love to use a credit card, and this one I like a lot because I've used it so much that, and if you don't clean it off, it actually will start making strides. Like where the paint has dried, it makes like cool textures. Here, let me show you. So these are these I think are Triscuit box. This is obviously, it was like a granola bar box. These are brown bags. Now you don't have to paint your brown bag, but I just thought these would be great ways to just make your own to and from tags. You can do this with your kids. Fun, really fun, easy, simple craft. And as I continue on making my series of small art, I think it'll just be arting for the sake of art, but right now the holidays are here, so it's kind of fun to use your art, personalize gifts or whatever you want to do, right? So you can see how easy it is to just paint. And then your kitchen sponge, now you can cut it into any shape and size, and I'm just using, once again, really inexpensive craft paint, and I wanted more than one color on it, so I'm actually kind of placing the color, can you see, so that when you stamp it down it gives more of a different, sort of depths and different colors. But you can use the same technique in an art journal, in a junk journal. You can use the same technique to make your own wrapping paper. If you guys watched my Make Your Wrapping Paper live stream, these were the tools that I used, the sponge. When my kids were, I do have one still young daughter at home, but when my older kids, who are in their mid-20s, were young, we used to make all of our own wrapping paper and different things for the holidays. I just want my kids to learn that you don't really need, you don't have to buy everything. Everything doesn't have to be ready-made. You can enjoy the process of making it yourself and not spend a lot of money on it. So if you guys don't want to spend a lot of money on your to and from tags, or if you give teacher gifts or mailman gifts or stuff like that, this is fun. You can use and cut any shape you want. What's neat is you could go back and do other layers of other colors on top if you want different shading or variations, or you do have to get your sponge a little damp. So you get the idea, right? You could go back and do multiple colors. And I just cut a small piece for the trunk. And I dipped it in gold. So and you can make your to and from tags. Kind of fun, right? Kind of fun and easy. And then I also have some stars, and I made the stars I used for my wrapping paper. If you guys watched my wrapping paper, you could do Christmas cards this way too, you guys. If you are into making handmade Christmas cards, it works out great. Now you don't have to have the white over it. I just think the white or the beige, especially on a dark brown background, gives a little bit more. Shows up the details of stuff a little bit more. So, as you can see, this is like super fast and easy. You could make a lot, if not all of your your gift tags, or even your holiday cards. Fairly simple, fun and easy. You can do multiples at one time. Now, if you're a perfectionist and you want more coverage on yours, you know, then you just have to like take the time to paint over it more fully. For me, it's just all about, you know, just like sort of the idea and the splash of it. So I did one with a tree. Let me do a star. Let me get a different color. I don't know. Let's see. I keep all my tools. These are sort of dried out on the ends. Like after so many paintings and so much time, sometimes you can't, you know, cut off the tips, but you can't reconstitute them. But I like them as marking tools because they can make like a really interesting marking tool. And I'm just mixing a bunch of different paint right here for my tag. For my star. So, but you guys do it whatever way works for you. You know, not necessary to adopt my techniques of. I like the more random look of it, but you know, you guys work within the parameters that you're comfortable with. But I just wanted to show you that, you know, you don't have to spend a lot of money to make handmade, and you don't have to, it doesn't have to be like a lot of energy and thought into it. It can be, you know, just a really fun, simple project that you can do with your kids. You can do you can do it with anybody visiting. I think everyone likes to, at least at the holidays, sit down and have a little fun, you know, crafting. So I'm liking the way these are looking. I don't know if you guys are, but I do. I think they're kind of unique and cool, and you use the color palette that suits you. If random and wild isn't for you, do a different one. And if you don't like what you've stamped down, you can go back over it. But these are all made from a grocery bag. So I just wanted you to see that you don't have to go and spend a lot of money. Sometimes for me, if the gift is, even if you make handmade gifts, if the supplies cost you sometimes, you know, the extra for spending money on cards or whatever little extra, it adds up, right? So I'm going to do some doodling and drawing around this. I also have a cat stamp. I don't know if it may not fit this one. I used it on the wrapping paper I made. You guys have heard me kind of talk about these Crayola markers. I took them from my daughter. They're like Crayola metallic markers. I think there's 5 or 6 in a package. I don't know, but they're not expensive. You can go back over and draw on, outline your tag. But you get the general idea, right? Just super simple fun. Let me see if I have another color. I don't know what I have here. Or sometimes I also am partial to using crayons as well. So here, look, this is fun with a crayon too. So if you don't have metallic markers, I'm sure everybody has access to a box of crayons. So you guys get the idea, right? Just something super simple, fun, easy. You need a kitchen sponge, some acrylic paint. I would advise you let them to dry before you start marking on them, but you know me, I'm always a little bit in a hurry. But you get the idea. Just something super simple, fun, easy. You know, no stress. You don't have to outline it if you don't want, but you can. You know, super simple, fun, easy, no stress, making your tags out of what you have right there in your very own home. And just taking the time to sit down and explore and make art every day. Anyway, as always, from my heart to your heart, I'm sending you so, so, so much aloha. Take care.